going to read you the story of Superbabe. Superbabe, he's my new baby brother. He's just starting to crawl. Sideways too, and that's not all. He can crawl under the table and through the chairs. He crawls over the cat. He crawls up the stairs. And when he reaches the top, he sits there and screams, "Ah!" And although he can't say so, I know what he means. Oh, nobody cares. Please help me. I'm stuck at the top of the stairs. For Superbabe hasn't yet started to talk. He can't climb up trees and he can't even walk. He can nod. He can shake. He can nibble his toes. But when Mum is trying to put on his clothes, he will wiggle and wiggle and squiggle and squirm and giggle and chuckle and swivel and turn. He thinks it's a battle that has to be won. There he is, wiggling and squiggling as Mum tries to put on his clothes. He thinks it's a battle that has to be won, and that's why his buttons are always undone. Superbabe's found out about opening doors. Look. He unties our shoelaces and pulls out my drawers. He empties Mummy's handbag to play with her keys and takes all the tissues for only one sneeze. Achoo! But just when we think we'll clean up the mess, the phone rings. Who answers? I think you can guess. He zooms to the phone. He zooms like a car. But all he can say when he gets there is, "Ga." He can turn an armchair into a house. There he is hiding. He can squawk like a parrot or squeak like a mouse. But when he's quiet and you don't mind him, drop what you're doing at once, run and find him. 'Cause he isn't in my room and he isn't in his. Mum's looked in the bathroom. I wonder where he is. He isn't in the cupboard or underneath the chair. What about the kitchen? I hope he isn't there. Oh, please come quick. Look what I found. It's the biggest, muckiest, messiest mess. Uh-oh. And he's spread it all around. He gives us a look. He's starting to laugh. All Mum says is, "Superbabe, straight to the bath." What a mess. We wash his face, we wash his toes, we wash his ears, and we wash his nose. There he is, nice and clean. Superbabe's my brother, and I wouldn't have another, for there's no one I'd rather instead. But sometimes, just sometimes, I'm awfully glad when he's safely tucked up in his bed. There he is sleeping. I can walk, I can talk, I can climb trees. I'm Superbabe. I can do everything. Superbabe. It's a nice story. Do you have a brother like this? That's a bit wiggly and squiggly and gets into trouble and is annoying, but you love him. Give him a cuddle.